The human body is not static, it is shaped by a combination of genetic evolution, environmental pressures, and habitual behaviors. As humans increasingly engage in sitting work, rely on technology, and modify their environment, how will these factors influence our long-term physical evolution? Could future humans have larger brains and eyes but smaller, more delicate bodies? Let's start with physical scaling laws, which dictate how body proportions evolve in response to biomechanical constraints. Larger animals tend to develop stronger bones to support their weight, while smaller animals have proportionally larger heads relative to their bodies. Could a similar shift occur in humans if we become less physically active and more dependent on cognitive abilities? In a future where brain function dominates survival, we might see a gradual increase in brain-to-body ratio, a trend already observed in our evolutionary past. Consider how modern habits influence our bodies. Sitting work and reduced mobility have already led to postural changes, including forward-leaning heads, weakened lower bodies, and increased rates of obesity. If this trend continues for centuries, could humans evolve shorter limbs, narrower hips, and weaker muscles due to decreased physical demand? Some futurists predict that a highly sedentary lifestyle could lead to a frail, elongated upper body, while reliance on screens and low-light environments might favor larger eyes and enhance night vision. But what about genetics? Evolution isn't just about behavior, it's also driven by genetic mutations and selective pressures. Modern medicine and technology have altered natural selection, allowing individuals to thrive despite traits that might have been disadvantageous in the past. However, genetic engineering and artificial selection could accelerate changes in ways traditional evolution never could. What if future societies favor intelligence and cognitive enhancement over physical strength? Would we deliberately select for larger brains, more efficient metabolisms, or even new sensory adaptations? Looking at existing biological examples, we see that animals in stable, structured environments often evolve toward energy-efficient bodies. Deep-sea creatures develop large eyes for low-light conditions, while animals in confined spaces tend to shrink in size. Could humans, living in a technology-dominated world, undergo similar transformations? The real paradox is that while evolution traditionally takes thousands or millions of years, modern biotechnology and cultural shifts may allow us to shape our bodies in a matter of generations. The question is, will we let natural selection take its course, or will we actively engineer the next phase of human evolution? If we do, will the result be a species of big-brained, small-bodied post-humans, or something entirely unexpected? Modern humans engage in significantly less physical activity compared to their ancestors, leading to reduced muscle mass, weaker lower body strength, and changes in skeletal structure, including narrower pelvises and increased spinal curvature to support prolonged sitting. Over generations, these adaptations could result in a more gracile physique, optimizing energy efficiency in a low-movement environment. Bone density studies indicate that humans today have significantly less robust skeletons compared to early hunter-gatherers, a trend that may continue with reduced physical demands. This is similar to how domesticated animals, such as modern farm chickens, have drastically different bone structures compared to their wild ancestors due to altered activity levels and selective breeding. Biological scaling laws suggest that if human physiology continues prioritizing efficiency, we may evolve with reduced limb length and mass while preserving or even increasing brain size. These changes follow principles of allometry, where specific body parts change disproportionately to optimize function. Island dwarfism in animals, where species evolve smaller body sizes due to limited resources, suggests that human bodies might shrink in response to constrained energy availability in future environments. This is like designing a compact electric vehicle, prioritizing efficiency by reducing size while maintaining essential functions. Increased reliance on artificial intelligence, data analysis, and digital environments could favor the evolution of larger brains and enhanced sensory processing, particularly larger eyes for improved vision in low-light, screen-dominated settings. Enhanced frontal lobe development might occur to support abstract reasoning, problem-solving, and social interaction in virtual and augmented realities. Neanderthals had larger eye sockets and visual cortices compared to Homo sapiens, likely due to survival needs in low-light environments, demonstrating how sensory adaptations arise under changing conditions. This would be similar to how deep-sea creatures develop oversized eyes to maximize vision in dimly lit environments. With advancements in genetic engineering through CRISPR, humans may actively modify their physiology, selectively enhancing intelligence, resilience, and longevity. Future generations could be engineered to have larger brains with increased neural efficiency while adjusting body proportions for metabolic efficiency and longevity. Unlike traditional evolution, these changes would be driven by human intervention rather than natural selection. Research on genetic variants associated with intelligence, such as certain alleles of the ASPM gene, suggests that cognitive enhancements could be artificially selected in future populations. This is akin to selective breeding in agriculture, where crops are genetically modified to maximize yield while minimizing resource consumption. Future diets, including lab-grown or synthetic foods, could impact metabolism and body size, favoring more energy-efficient bodies with slower metabolic rates. A shift toward lower-calorie, nutrient-optimized diets may lead to reduced muscle mass and overall body size. Studies on caloric restriction in primates show that lower food intake extends lifespan and reduces body mass, suggesting a similar trend could occur in human evolution. This mirrors how astronauts' bodies adapt to low-calorie diets in space, losing muscle mass while preserving cognitive and organ function. The widespread use of touchscreens, keyboards, and digital interfaces could drive changes in hand structure, favoring more dexterous fingers with heightened sensitivity. Reduced reliance on manual labor may lead to weaker grip strength, with hand proportions optimized for rapid, precise movements. Over long evolutionary timescales, enhanced neural connectivity between hands and the brain could further refine fine motor skills. Musicians who play string instruments from a young age develop enhanced motor control and finger dexterity, illustrating how repeated activities shape anatomical adaptations. This is similar to how early humans evolved opposable thumbs for tool use, except now the selection pressure comes from digital technology. Living in microgravity environments such as space colonies could lead to elongation of the spine, loss of bone density, and changes in body proportions. Over generations, humans born in low-gravity conditions might evolve longer limbs, larger heads due to reduced skeletal compression, and altered circulatory systems adapted for reduced gravitational stress. Alternatively, in resource-limited environments like Mars, selection pressures might favor smaller, more efficient bodies. Astronauts returning from space experience temporary height increases and reduced bone density, indicating how environmental conditions rapidly affect human physiology. This is similar to how fish living in deep-sea environments evolve soft, flexible bodies that require less structural support due to reduced external pressure. Certain human traits such as wisdom teeth, appendices, and external body hair may become even more reduced or disappear entirely if they provide no selective advantage. With medical advancements eliminating the need for these features, natural selection may phase them out, favoring a more streamlined human form. Evolutionary pressures from changing lifestyles could accelerate the disappearance of other traits, once essential for survival but now redundant. Many modern humans already lack wisdom teeth due to evolutionary shifts in jaw size and dietary changes over thousands of years. This is like how modern airplanes no longer need large propellers because jet engines have replaced older propulsion methods. Future societal structures may shape human psychology and neural architecture, favoring individuals with enhanced memory, multitasking abilities, and emotional resilience in high-information environments. Increased reliance on virtual communication and artificial intelligence could alter cognitive processing, reducing face-to-face interaction skills while enhancing data-driven reasoning. Brain imaging studies of bilingual individuals show increased gray matter density in language processing regions, demonstrating how cognitive demands shape brain structure. This is like how domesticated dogs evolved to better interpret human emotions compared to wild wolves, adapting their social cognition for a human-centric world.